Hi, in this video I will try to explain how bubble sort works. Bubble sort is a sorting algorithm that compares adjacent elements and then swaps them into its correct position until the array is sorted. Here we have the code for bubble sort. We have this is our array. This is our array. In bubble sort, what happens first is that we compare the first and second element of the array, and then if the first element is greater than the second element, they will swap. They will swap. And then what happens next is that we compare the next element, the next two adjacent elements, and then try to swap it again, and then move on to the next, and then the next until the array is sorted. Let's do this step by step. So this is our this is the code. The first outer loop executes this inner loop 5 times, and then the inner loop, this part is a little confusing, but I will try to explain it later. In the if statement, this is the condition. If the first element is greater than the second element, then this will happen. This code basically swaps the element. This is the swapping process. This is what the code to swap the elements. Okay, so this is the array. Let's do it step by step. This is our array. In the first what happens is that our I is equal to 0 and our j is equal to 0. So if array j, this j is equal to 0, so the value of array j is 4. The value of array j is 4. And then the value of array j plus 1 is 5. So we will compare them. Is 4 greater than 5? No. So this will not this will not execute, and no swapping will occur. After that, j increments. Now j is now 1. So the value of array j is now 1. So the value of that is now 5. The value of that is now 5. And then the value of j plus 1, 1 plus 1, the value of j is array j plus 1 is now 1. Is 5 greater than 1? Yes. So the elements will swap. Here it says right here that we compare 4 and 5, and since 4 is not greater than 5, no swap will occur. Then the next increment, where j is now equal to 1, we compare 5 and 1, and since 5 is greater than 1, they will swap. How does this code work? How does the swapping work? Let me explain it. The swapping here. So we have this temp variable. The temp variable will hold the value of j. So for example, the value of j is 5, and the value of j plus 1 is 1, as said here. Compare 5 and 1. So what happens is that the temp variable will hold on to the value of array j. So temp is equal to the value of array j. He will hold on to 5, and then array j will take the value of array j plus 1. So array j will take the value of array j plus 1, which is 1. And then array j plus 1 is equal to temp. It just means that array j plus 1 will take 5. So now array j is now 1, and array j plus 1 is 5. They basically just swap. That's how the swapping process works in this code. That's how the swapping process works. Now we move on. J now increments. J is now 2. By the way, this is our new array. After the swap, this is our new array. This is our new array. This is our new array. So continue. J increments. J is now 2. The value of J array J is 5. The value of array J plus 1 is 3. So is 5 greater than 3? Then we will compare the elements. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes. So the swapping process will occur. They will swap, and then our new array is now this. This is our new array. And then next we increment again. Now J is now 3. We compare J plus 1. The value is 5. This is J, and then this is J plus 1. The value is 2. Is 2 greater than 5? Yes. And then they will swap. Our new array will be this. This is now our new array. That's the first inner loop. Now after that happens, we move on to the outer loop. The outer loop now increments. Now I is equal to 0. So okay, let's go back here. What happens here? The condition here. If J is less than 5 minus I minus 1, what does this do? What does this imply? Okay, notice our new array. This is our new array. This is our new array. After the first inner loop, the largest number goes to the rightmost part of the array, which means the largest number is now in its correct position, right? How many swaps did we do on the first iteration? We did 1, 2, 3, 4 swaps, right? We did 4 swaps. We did 1, 2, 3, and then 4 swaps, right? But now after the first iteration, the last element of the array is now fixed. So we don't have to do 4 swaps again. We just have to do 1, 2, 3. 3 swaps. We have to only do 3 swaps. So this is what happens here. In the first iteration, we did 4 swaps, and then the next iteration, we want it to do only 3 swaps. So after each iteration, we subtract this by 1, so that every iteration after each iteration we do less swaps, so that we don't do unnecessary swaps. If we just do it like this, it will do 5 swaps every time, and the code won't be efficient. The code will do unnecessary swaps. So what happens is we reduce the swaps every time it iterates. Okay, so we move on to the next outer loop. I is now equal to 1. I is now equal to 1. This is our new array. We compare. Okay, we just repeat the process. We compare these 2 elements. If the first element is greater than the next element, we swap. Then we have our new array, and then compare the next elements, and then swap. If the condition is met, swap, and then After the second iteration, the second largest now is in its correct position, and then the loop just continues. This is our new array. The increments, and now we do less swaps, and in the third iteration we do only 2 swaps. Here we see that after the third iteration and the second swap, the array is already sorted. But if the array is larger, for example, the array has 10 elements, the sort the elements won't be sorted that quickly. But this is only 5 elements, so at this point the array is already sorted. But the process will still continue. It will move on to the fourth iteration. The fourth iteration will just swap the last two elements and then after that the array is now sorted. That's what happens in bubble sort. To recap, um, we just compare the elements and then swap them in its correct position. Then after each iteration, the number swap reduces because the largest number is now in its correct position. So it requires less swaps now until the uh, array is sorted. Let's run the code to test if it works. We have we have this array 4 5 1 3 2, and after we run it, it's now sorted. That's how bubble sort works. If you have any questions, comment down below, and thanks for watching. Bye.